these days, Mr. Speaker. First of all, I'd like to begin by thanking the Honorable Member, Derek Burgess, for his taking us through that, because there were many things there that I was not familiar of, and I think that that's something that I hope many people in the listening audience got a chance to hear it, because that's part of our history that I think many of us didn't know. And I also want to join him in thanking Sister Molly Burgess for the work she did for the workers in hospitality to try and achieve progress in that space. Now, Mr. Speaker, I'm rising in support of this bill because bills like this excite me. This is the type of thing why I got into politics, why so many people on this side got into politics, to actually help people. So when you speak for the people with no voice, that's me all over. I love that. When you're standing up for the vulnerable, I love that. And so this is something that's been a passion. And, you know, the first time I became aware of this issue, I had a relative who was working. And they just happened to mention in passing. And I said, wait a second now. So you're telling me I look at a bill and it says gratuities. All these years I've been thinking, that is going to the person who gave me good service. That is going to the people who are hustling and working up and down the floor. And you're telling me half of that is going to the owner, who I ain't seeing? And so you talk to some of these workers and the feeling of being robbed by their employer, the feeling of being robbed of their hard work, robbed of their sweat, robbed of their talent. This is the type of thing that I'm glad we are going to be able to address. Because when you see gratuities on the bill, when you decide to put a few extra dollars down, the intent has always been to go to the worker, to reward the service, sometimes even above and beyond what has been put on the bill as mandatory. And so this, I think, closes a gap. As the minister stated, it brings us in line with international standards, and it is my hope that it will begin to put more money in the pockets of people who are working in this industry. And I recognize, and I want to take this opportunity to commend the restaurants that have been committed and stood strong to hiring and promoting and training Bermudians. Because that, I recognize the challenges. So I'm not going to make, understand. Some people find it a little harder than others to keep Bermudians employed and keep people trained. But to those who have shown that commitment, who have put their buckets down where they are to get our people out there on the front lines, I appreciate you and I appreciate our government for bringing forward this bill. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.